Iceland's massive volcano Katla appears to be on the brink of a major eruption just days after officials confirmed they had detected the start of eruptions over the summer. Measuring devices this morning have picked up a large earthquake swarm, unusually a telltale sign of a potential volcanic eruption. The Icelandic government last month announced that it was increasing monitoring Katla, which is one of Europe's most feared volcanoes, following a consistent and strengthening spike of tremors and quakes. And last week, officials at Iceland's meteorological office confirmed a series of smaller eruptions had occurred in July, strengthening fears of an imminent, much larger eruption. And I covered these. Evidence gathered in geophysics showed that the magma has risen to the height of the glacier ice above the volcano, causing it to melt. They said the high seismic tremors recorded on July 8th and 9th confirmed Katla had become active and started small eruptions. Today's intense swarm of earthquakes started at midnight, and dozens of tremors have been recorded, the strongest with a magnitude of 4 at around 3 a.m. And I just checked the earthquake site. I will attach the link below at 10:54 p.m. on October 5th, 2011 Central Time. And definitely a huge quake storms going on with that. 4.0 and better, just a huge spike quake not very long ago. It follows the country's Minister of Environment has now introduced a raft of new measurements to evaluate the potential hazard and estimate the corresponding risk of feasible countermeasures to prevent accidents and minimize the economic damage. Studies indicate that the activity in the Iceland rises and falls, so the frequency and size of eruptions in and around the ice cap varies with time. It is believed that the 4 eruptions have taken place in the last 15 years are the beginning of an active period which during a major eruptions may be expected every 2 to 7 years. Oh, I lost it. There it is. Data provided by the Icelandic Meteorological Office confirmed seismic activity has been increasing in the region in recent years, indicating the entry of magma. According to the report, the Hekla volcano is expected to erupt in the near future, and the eruption in Katla is also impending. Katla, which has not experienced a significant eruption for 93 years, is the second largest volcano on Iceland, and its eruption will be felt across Europe and the northern hemisphere. If you remember right, the last time it went off, they called it the year without a summer. Yet another volcano. Last year, the country's president warned the time for Katla to erupt is coming close. Iceland has prepared, and it is high time for European governments and airline authorities all over Europe and the world to start planning for the eventual Katla eruption. It is believed that Katla is named after a vindictive troll of the Viking folklore and has a potential to be much stronger and disruptive than the last 2 Icelandic volcanic eruptions that caused the chaos across Europe's airspace, grounding flights and closing airports. Katla is much larger than its neighboring volcano that erupted, which erupted last year with a magma chamber about 10 times the size. Volcanologist warns that if Katla does erupt, the combination of magma and the large ice sheet covering the volcano could lead to explosive activity and an ash plume for weeks, if not months. So buckle up, boys and girls. Katla is gearing up. I will attach the links below. Definitely enjoy it while you can. Thanks, everybody.